We'll do the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Give her a wabgnoji quiz. Wabgnoji. You called her a mouse. She just called me a mouse.
Boshawani, Nani Boin, Bagoji, Wabagoni, Indigenous. Ajajak Nandodam, Deshkan Zimbin, and Dunjaba. Anishinaabe Kendaasowin. Crystal Shagana Shinozin. My name is Crystal. My spirit name is Standing Out Wildflower. My clan is Crane, and I'm from Chippewa, the 10th First Nation, also known as Antler River. And I'm a very proud Anishinaabe Kwe, proud woman from Chippewa.
Bonjour, Anin. My name is Wawaskane. Ajajak Dodem, Deshkan Libi and Donjaba, Anishinaabe Kendaasowin, Shaganashi Aadsowin, Betsy, Squatch Aadsowin, Kechego. So my name is Wawaskane. I was given that name from one of my teachers, Malja, a long time ago, and I've carried that name for like a real long time. But also I was given my other name, which is Woman Who Clears the Water, and it's one to be translated, and the way that elder described it is a big long story, and it talks about, you know, how when the water breaks and it brings that new life into the world, and I don't know how to actually translate that yet. And Wawaskone is that light, and how you'll see a light, but you always notice this one light. So the way I was told is that you're that part of the light, Wawaskone. And some people, the other translation is flower too. And that's kind of like the later translation that I got, but the first one is the one that I use, is that light. And so I'm from the Crane clan, and my family name is Kechego. Anishinaabe Kwe, Ojibwe, Ndao. And yes, I'm from the Anishinaabe Ojibwe territory of Antler River, Deshkan Zibi. And that story, that's the story of the serpent that lives in the river. And they say Dashkan, I figure because it's only one horn, so that serpent must have only had one horn. That's my understanding, that the serpent with one horn that lives in the river. And so I haven't heard the whole story. That's part of the story that I heard. It was because name of the roundhouse is NIMKII BINESI Saswami. So what that means is it's the thunderbird's nest.
Thunderbird's nest.
Yeah. So okay. The reason why we picked that name was because it's a part of Ojibwe history, that it's the thunderbirds that bring that life. And every time they come, there's always a renewal of life. So we bring that. We thought that name would be perfect because when we build this lodge, that is what we're in hopes that, you know, our community and the people that come there, not just our community, it's going to be everybody that's invited, that they come there and whatever it is that they need at that time, that renewal comes for them, those teachings, that life, Aishinaabe.
The good life.
The good life. Mm-hmm. That's what we're hoping for, and what we want to, you know, share. That's what we need in our communities because of where we're at in history with our community, with our people in general, because it's not just our community that's going through all these, you know, the historical trauma of the residential schools and the Indian Act that's still in place. the colonization, the assimilation of our people, and how we've, lost our language, we lost our history, that transference of knowledge from our elders. And it's like, if we have this lodge and the people come, it's like a renewal of life and those teachings and our language, and the history will be told. It'll be our story, and we'll tell our story. And our children will come into that lodge and they'll hear what it is that our elders have to share, because now they say that, our elders are waking up and we're in a time where our fires are being relit and those teachings are being shared. And so... Well, Chippewas of the text, Dashgunzee
Okay.
Antler River, the original name of our territory.
Like my oldest grandson, he'll pick up a drum and just start singing. And we never had that when we were growing up. I never start knowing what my identity until I was like 12, 13 years old. So, and even then, it was distorted. I didn't understand. I knew there was something bigger and beyond, but I didn't know what it was.
What kind of activities are you planning to have, or what's going to be happening?
There's going to be a lot happening. We're going to have language. The most moving force that we think about is the language, because we know that that is the language that we speak, that is inherently ours. And so I heard an elder talk about this, and it's like, when you speak your language, it's like that sound comes out, and it's from your ancestors and your grandmothers, that is part of you. And it's like, okay, well, once we speak that language, and they say that the voice of that language, it comes from the land, because we are people from the land. This is who our first mother is, Tibaakonigeywin. And so that is our first mother speaking to us through our language. And how do we honor our mothers? We speak the language that she speaks. And so first and foremost, it's language. But we want to do language through maybe basket making, maybe sweetgrass braiding and making sweetgrass baskets too. Teachings around our clan system, teachings around life teachings, coming of age ceremonies, all different things that we needed as children. That's what we want to put there, so that the people can bring their kids, they can bring their families there, and they can learn those things. Like Crystal said, is like, we wanted those things. That's the things that we needed as children, but we didn't have those. So we want to have that, provide those things that we want to provide those things for the children now, so that they'll have those things.